All right. So if you're just tuning in, this is what we're going to be talking about right now. Let me get it. Let me get it. And of course, I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit because I don't want to read it. Trust me, I'm not going to read it word for word. Why are women still taking licks from men? I witnessed a man, oh, now it's word for word. I witnessed a man slap and box down a big woman for nothing yesterday because she told him he have to stop drink alcohol. And she takes all of that and did not even try to defend herself. I could not stand it and allow it to go on. I had to get involved and put a stop to it. Do you think I was wrong to get involved? What you say? Oh boy. I'm so sorry, boy.
I was actually waiting on you, Anna.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
If he was wrong to get involved?
Yeah, do you think he was wrong to get involved in a domestic dispute?
I don't know if he was wrong to get involved, but I would have stayed out.
You'd have stayed out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get involved in anything.
Even if it happened in public where everybody could see?
Yep.
Even if the woman looks defenseless and she looks like she getting some real serious blows from the man there, who seems to be her boyfriend?
Yes.
You stay out.
All right. Because at the end of the day, right? Mm-hmm. And if it's something that going on, I mean, it's going to happen again. It does regularly happen, so yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get some responses in here. Good morning to Twin. Good morning to Shadal. Question. Good morning. Why women love to tell men what to do, and you can't tell women what to do? You give them everything and still they take a next man on your head. Women, change your lifestyle and we will change too. That's why we drink. That's why we drink so, to ease the stress. So does that justify the blows she was getting in public? If you see your fella, your man, drinking excessively, and you simply tell him he must stop drink, how does boss, yeah, stop drinking now, lead to slap and box in public? How does it lead to that? Was she telling him the truth and he got upset by the truth? Why are you drinking? Go deal with your problem some other how. And if the woman is the problem, then get another woman. So much woman walking about. All right. Another response. Good morning. Well, concerning the incident, he is not wrong for coming to help the helpless lady. However, how he dealt with it is a different case.
How he know she helpless?
Why is this one here, boy? How did you deal with it? Hold on. Seems like it's a thing here. Eh? Hold on. hold on. How did he deal with it? All right, here's another one. Boss, not only were you not wrong, you did the absolutely correct thing. I only vexed I wasn't there to help you. I had need a whole plane ticket to do that. It had to be like Harry Potter and just appear. You know?
To help who? The lady?
To help the guy who was helping the lady who was being beat by the fella. In public. You know what I feel? You see, whenever these things...
people that say, keep out a man and woman face.
Yeah, but his licks, his abuse, it right in front of your face.
So if you see a woman beating up a man, you can jump in?
If I could fight,
Boss,
I can't fight.
Would you intervene? That's not the question.
I will intervene however I see it fit to intervene.
But if you see a man beating up a woman, you go jump in still.
I will intervene however I see it fit to intervene. Why are you going jumping? I know I can't fight. Why going?
Exactly. Keep what a man and woman thing.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. It's Dotish Man Max on the line again.
You see, Max.
We're going on. Yo,
What's up?
whoever the body who intervene with the woman and the man domestic thing is a hero. If it's a man, is a hero. If a woman, is a hero. If I was there, I was helping him too. Me can't there and watch no man taking advantage of a woman. Even though some woman does deserve a hard slapping at the face sometimes. But in the situation we just described it,
Max,
she
you
not
bury
deserve not
yourself
even a
right
year.
there. Gone.
Eh?
Continue, Max.
You see what?
Continue.
No, go ahead.
No. Even though because some man just provoke man because they feel like man not supposed to hit no woman, and that also want a man to hit no woman, eh? But me glad the person intervene because society have make waste man so comfortable that they could do woman anything all in broad daylight. And I wish more people would be like that man. They say when a man decide you want to come violate a woman publicly and shame she too. Somebody should stand. They should think twice before they do that. So whoever the body be big up yourself, Jed. And we need more people like you in the society. And the drunken boss guy, they know what to say a bit of a story word on your station.
All
the
right.
drunken guy, they miss. Just leave today. Any drunken state, when he drunk and come home, they will pick him up out the old urine. Just leave him there. Let him lie down. And then when he fall down and got to mash up his face, just let him go. Don't even go study him, for go hospital, for buy like even a plaster, for go on his face. It's sickening, Jed, to see them take advantage of the woman of them like that. You're a good woman, and like people say, you need to find yourself somebody else, or you could do bad all by yourself. Because you know, give no money, all the money gonna rum shop. You go by yourself.
All right, thank you. Have a good one. All right, if you want to tune in on the live at Extreme 104 SVG, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, we'll get to the responses coming in on the Facebook Live in just a bit. I'm gonna take my chances and just play these voice notes just like that without listening.
I just waiting to hear my backlash.
Yeah, man, come on.
I do not think the person was wrong, but men need to. Well, them kind of people there are little boys because they need to realize it's a woman, it's a mother. They have sisters, which is a woman. They have auntie, which is a woman. They need to stop doing shit. Those are things they need to cut out and stop hitting woman. No matter what, you're supposed to put your hand on a woman. Your mother is a woman. Remember, it's a woman.
All right.
Oh, wow.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Some of it is not related. All right. Any man I meet beating a woman, I beating them. And this is coming from a man. All right, here's another one. Great, clean.
Hi, good morning.
Morning,
I don't
morning.
think you were wrong at all. I don't think that at all. Because at the end of the day, these ladies, sometimes you have some of them very scared of man. Ladies, all you wake up. Do not scared of the man and them. Unless the man figure that he could haul a cutlass to chop you, you could have something too. When you sit down and allow man to abuse you, they always doing it. And the thing is they disrespect you anyway in Kingston. If they feel to slap you, they slap. If they feel to kick you, they kick you. And you have to walk in front of them like a dog. No. All your ladies who taking abuse, all you wake up. Walk over the man and them, let the man and them go with the wine. And they're talking about, oh, it's bread basket. Bread basket, my foot. Go wash somebody's clothes, go clean somebody's house to get $1. And let them man, they catch yourself and go where they're going. Ladies, stop let man abuse you. It is not nice. Sometimes at the end of the day, sometimes you take sick all kind of cancer there inside of your body because of your allowing man to abuse you. Please, all you wake up. If the man raise his hand, take your hand, take your other hand and hold it and pitch it down from the ground and tell him, never you ever rest your hand on top of me again because that hand you will never use it again because you will chop it off.
So much passion coming
so much
out
passion.
There. Yeah. Any man who hits a woman is no longer a man but an animal. Somebody asked me if I'm like a justice of peace. No, I probably should. Probably should do that. So the person said, right, I take him off the woman and tell him I called the police. I wanted to give him some of what he was doing to the woman.
You see, that's what I would do.
So he just basically parted the fight.
Right. But I ain't gonna get involved.
Call the police and then part the fight.
No, I ain't going to share back legs. Crazy. Then it will become an affair between me, him, and her. So I don't hence.
It is sickening that some men feel so emboldened. You have your own personal problems, and you feel that the way to deal with your personal problems is to take it out on your girlfriend or your wife, your woman, right? If you are excessively consuming alcohol to the point where you don't even know yourself because of stress, there are other ways to deal with your stress in your life, right? But that's another problem, perhaps for another day. Some men just don't know how to deal with the problems. Good morning to Michael. Good morning. Good morning. I don't think you were wrong. You stand up for a woman. Well, it's actually a guy who stood up, right? And defend another woman. It takes... Okay. If it were a woman who did that, it takes a real woman to do that. That's abuse. You put a stop to it, and I'm happy you did. Something else could have happened differently. That's my opinion. Good morning, Shirley. How are you doing? All right. A lot of people are so afraid to stand up to do a lot of things. People are so coward, so afraid they would quickly run instead and allowed you to be killed. Another response coming from Facebook. I would stand up for her because if it was me in that situation, I would want someone to intervene. You never know what people be going through. Maybe she loves him that much. She's looking for a change or wanting a change. And that man, like he ain't have a mother or sister. Come on, man. Beating a woman. Come on, man. Oh, come on. Man beating or woman beating. It's just wrong. It is. Deal with your problems without resorting to violence.
Oh, somebody agree.
Come on. Intervention in these times is putting one's life at risk. Kudos to the guy for stepping in, but I'm doing like Patrice.
Drink water and mind the business.
All right. Good morning to you. I couldn't see it from so far away.
Almighty. Something Almighty.
Oh.
Hobbs Almighty.
Bruce Almighty?
No, Hobbs Almighty.
Oh, okay. I won't be upset with you for staying out of people thing, but you have to stop just seeing it.
Yeah, as I said, I would keep out, but I mean, I would allow it. Who's supposed to be allowed it, right?
So you're gonna want to call the police?
Yeah, but I keep it on. I'm sorry.
You don't,
No, I stay on.
What?
Right next thing they hear the both of them turn on you.
What if, right, it had ended in maybe bloodshed and you were just there standing?
Obviously, I won't let it get to that point. But if I see,
that's why I have to nip it in the bud.
No, if I see weapon and stuff, then fine, no problem. But you see, them thing they tricky to deal with. So I keep it out. I'm very, very tricky. So suppose the woman just beat out the man too.
If she normally does that, why
no, as in suppose it's a back and forth thing.
No, but what he saw was her being very defenseless. She didn't heist a stroke. She just took all the legs. If she was that kind of person, you don't think that it would have been some sort of equal back and forth? Maybe, then he would have said, all right.
Well, maybe she didn't feel like fighting at that time.
You could feel... When anger gets up into here, you just feel like you can't fight.
She was angry.
You have a day off from fighting?
She was angry.
Oh, wow. Man, abuse is abuse.
I'm not making any excuse for anybody. I'm just saying I'm not getting involved in man and woman affairs. If I say coming very violent, then fine. I go leave it. I go not leave it. I go intervene and say, well, yeah, you can't do that.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Three things I want to say on your topic. One, the people that born from the 90s come up have a serious problem, both men and women. I want to tell the ladies now, what you accept
is what you will get. You know what I mean? Too many times, women are afraid to take a stand for whatever reason. And if you don't take a stand, then things is not going to stop. The hardest time in life is the first time. If a man hit you once, he'll liable to hit you any time down the line because he come comfortable.
Exactly.
Now, I must say to the man now and the woman also, listen, one hand don't clap. If you're in a relationship and you cannot see eye to eye, you think it's the end of the road, hey, walk away. Both parties. Don't matter how hard it seems. I was in a relationship, kids involved, and yeah, a lot of negative thoughts come to you. You know what I mean? Days where the devil or the evil tries to overcome you. But good is there. Try and fight to reach the good. You know what I mean? Because it don't worth it. You know what I mean? It just do not worth it. We come from a woman. You understand? A woman is the one who we see more than the man. There is some real good father out there, like myself, of course. But the person that you see 95% of the time is a mother. Man, stop beating woman. Especially those young men. So they stop beating woman. Violence is not the solution. You beat up your woman, you swallow up your face today, do whatever. All the sweet back tomorrow. She refused to complain against you. All the sweet tomorrow is you have to walk the road with sheep and suck up all the shame because you will feel shame after a time. Please, young man, please, young woman, and young woman, be responsible too. You know, sometimes you all know the type of man you all put yourself with. Some of you know, but yet all you just choose to do the things that they don't like. No one control you, no one own you. It's freedom. Yes, you should be able to do what you want and how you feel, but you know the type of force you're with. You understand? I'm not saying because you know the type of boss you shouldn't be yourself, but this is why you do some research and some investigation before you go enter into a relationship. Date. Don't matter how long. Date. Develop that trust, that understanding. Know the type of person. Sometimes some man has a mental issue. You don't know because you're rushing to the relationship because of whatever. You understand? Just like ladies have the same problem also. But because we don't give ourselves no more time, we make our top head, our bottom head think better than our top head. And that is the problem. Think, take time, and then you could eliminate some of these problems that you're getting into. Down the road. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Some of them just come like wolf in sheep clothing. They're all nice at the beginning, and then when you get comfortable and when they get to a point where they could control you, they are controlling you, where they realize that you really love them and you wouldn't do anything else, that's when the beast comes out. Hello, good morning.
Morning, sister.
What's up?
Me topic me good man. The topic where I look this morning and me not involved in no man and woman thing. Me go all out already for help a woman and boy me come back and get what.
Exactly.
And your man still did the aspect licks and take a kind of dirty word. So me not interested. And you tell me if a man kill a man, me not can help him, she go hunt me when she dead. You say man you go for hunt me because me not interested in your man thing again.
Yeah, I agree too. Keep out.
Me not help the woman again none tall. Me go all out, me do all things. And that's gonna be better for she, but she not want that. She want licks and she want abuse of whatever they till now, whatever they. And not better. And she not come out, so me nah no time me tell her, me nah no time me do man you cut him boy if he man kill her, me nah can help her and she go hunt me, go for hunt me. Because me nah help her, me no time again, me nah supposed to book. Me just watch them and listen to them and put in my window and close the door, me nah help nobody.
Alright.
That's sad. But thank you.
Yeah,
I understand where you're coming from.
That point me reach too, so me not interested no more in a people business.
All right, thank you.
Therefore, leave them alone because you try for help and you doesn't up with the worst of it. They love she still take clicks and dirty word every day, every minute, and not change. And she not do nothing about it. She not move and she not do nothing. So she that way she wants. She's separating.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Life goes on.
True.
All
right.
Thank you. It reminds me of the time when there was a very, very, very disturbing voice note that was going around with a woman who was getting some serious licks and who was bawling and begging and
Oh,
pleading for her life. And
I think there was a vehicle involved as well.
something or the
Yeah,
other,
they
man.
dragged
Yeah,
you
would
somewhere.
yeah, boy. And I remember the next morning, boy, we were here and we were, boy, serious talks, serious defending, only to find out that whatever possible charges that could have been brought against the individual, nothing happened.
She dropped them.
From that point, I realized that it only makes sense to help those who really want to be helped. But in the same vein, we shouldn't give up in a sense, because there's some people, some women who don't realize that they really need the help, who don't see anything wrong with it. And it might be out of fear or whatever issue, So, but from that day forth, I say, you know what? I'm not gonna defend unless I'm asked to defend. That is on the radio. On the radio, that is.
Okay.
Right? Certain stories, like, okay, do you want us to talk about it or do you want us to just leave it? How do you feel about it? Because some women are just not ready to take that next step. And that's the reality. Right?
As Mrs. before say, she keeping out.
I would have still been pressing, man.
No.
It will sink in. It will sink in at some point. It's like learning something new. You have to unlearn the negativity and the toxicity that you have learned. And you have to learn and appreciate yourself and raise your value. It's only at that point where your self-esteem is raised and you realize that what is happening to you is absolutely wrong and you can make it outside of that relationship, then things are going to get better for you. Only at that point.
What is Joanna?
I'm going up.
Yeah, okay, do that.
I'm going up.
Sorry. Do that.
All right. So here's another one.
Good morning, Crystal.
Good morning.
Lovely Thursday morning. Good morning, Lano.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, Lano, I'm surprised. I mean, you're going to get some backlash with this one, but you know something, Lano? The man ain't do nothing wrong. The guy had a right to defend a woman, especially in public. It's not like he walking on the road and he heard somebody screaming and he went in the people's house and, meet the man beating the woman in the house. It's in public, Lano.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know you grew up in a good family home, but you have a mother. And if your father was beating your mother and abusing your mother, and people will stick around and just watch your mother get abused and nobody will put a hand, I know you're going to be upset.
You see?
So to say, don't get in affair with husband and wife or couple, that's nonsense. There's no law with that. All right? But there's a way to handle it. You just can't jump in and just start beat the man or whatever. Sometimes you have to handle it and tackle it in a technical way. All right, because sometimes you jump in a fight or in a dispute, and sometimes you get hurt, sometimes you get stabbed, you get shot. So there's a way about to do it. And the reason why that woman just take it, this is something that is always going behind closed door. This man has always beat a woman, and he have no respect in public. You know what I mean? So when you jump in and you get a man some hit, make sure you break up his hand them. So you never use those hands again. Break them up. And me personally, I will do that. He will never ever, his hand will be in cast for months. If it's possible, he will never use those hands again. So Lano, I'm telling you, I believe you have sisters. I believe you, and you know you have a mother. Or you did not conceive by the Holy Ghost. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents, Crystal. All right, cool, man.
So 2 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember he mentioned mother and father. Mother and father thing is different than somebody who's not family, like a man and woman affair. That is 2 different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second, you say he gonna break up the man hand. When you break up the man hand, is you gonna be in trouble now because you go and put yourself in, and now you had to go and pay for this man medical expenses because he could come back and see you.
But at least somebody stand for the woman.
And
when rage gets up and you don't care.
No, you get me wrong. And I never said, right, that I am not going to do anything. I'm just not going to get involved physically in their thing.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hi, do you have to give your name?
No, you don't have to give a name.
Oh,
Just
okay,
just
okay.
speak.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, first of all, you do not break. Hold on. You do not break the hand because
Exactly.
you know he has to work for a living.
Mhm.
I used to fight back. My husband used to beat me. And I guess what Crystal said is no self esteem. When a woman has no self esteem, that's what happened. So my husband used to beat me. I used to take it, and he used to come back the next day. He loved me, and we used to make passionate love after that. And I believed him. But let me tell you something. When I looked in the mirror and I see who I am and who I know I can be, and I realized I did not need that man. He needed me. You understand? He needed me. So after that, one day when he was sleeping, I boil a pot of water. And I just wake him, tap him, and I say, wake up. And I say, the next time you put your hand on me, I will burn you up. And from that day, he never put his hand on me. Never. Women have to stand up. I do not know why we believe beating is love. Because the men come back and they make love to us, and I'm talking from experience. And I loved him and I loved it. But that's because I had no self-esteem. I couldn't look myself in the mirror. I had no, my life was like nothing to me. But when I realized I am worth it, he had to be gone. But we did not split up. Life was so much better after that. I just wanted to give my 2 cents.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
All right. Wow. Did you pick up from that all it took
Was to defend yourself.
was to realize your worth and to stand up? Did you also pick up from that? And this is not to say that some of the relationships you just need to get out of, right? But did you pick up that after that was done, although he probably felt threatened, things changed? And what I picked up was he became a better person. So some of the men who are abusive, it is not the end of your life. You can get better, but you have to want to. First of all, you have to accept that there is something wrong. And then you have to go and get some help. Wow. Let me see how much time we're at. 27 minutes in on this one. How some women taking all them beating day from man. You'd be surprised. So is violence against women not a crime in SVG? Ladies, the first time a man put his hands on you, leave and file a police report.
Yes.
Women, know your worth! Exclamation marks. His hands should be used to show you love and affection. This is another reason why we as parents need to stop abusing our kids. Hurt people hurt people. Love and affection starts at home. I think you just have to know when and how.
Uh-huh.
All right, another one. The police need to take these cases more seriously and appear quickly on the scene when called. That is nothing new. Long time that's a guan for each and every one of us. It's all about self-esteem. Sometimes we become so dependent financially that we see no way out. Let me see if we could squeeze in. Lana, the person could be dead by the time the police reach, but on the other hand, you got to be careful when you intervene. You can lose your life. Women, please walk away from abusive relationships.
Okay, well, I going based on the story that was given, eh? The story say he was beaten up. He never said he had a weapon or anything like that.
Right, so he was given some blows in public.
Right. So if he had a weapon, it might have been different. Might. It depends on the weapon, obviously. Because I ain't gonna run into a gunfight with my bare hand. But if he had something that something dull, something blunt. I mean, well, fine, yes. I would intervene, but me, if me myself, I would stay out. I would not let anything happen physically, like not like death defying, but yeah.
Mhm.
I would call the police to say, yo, somebody don't pay getting beat up. I need to come now. Wait. Go on.
All right. So that's what he did. He called the police and he removed the guy from the lady.
But I ain't gonna jump in and share blows.
Oh, by the way, this happened in SVG yesterday, okay?
It did?
Somewhere in SVG yesterday. I'm not gonna say where.
Huh.
Hey, I'm not gonna say where. All right, we're gonna take a break with this one. 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. If you wanna hear the rest of the discussion, www.x104fm.com, 88.5, 104.3, your favorite app or your favorite website. All right, gonna end the live. Thank you so much for